I'm being forcibly removed from the building again of a public lobby.
So if you want to take out that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day.
Sir, please, is there anything I can do, sir, please? Don't do this to my wife, man. You don't know what you're doing to my family, man. Please, I'm begging you. I'm literally where am I going to put my feet? Sir, I'm begging you, please. Please. Please.
You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Do you know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now? So, no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know?
Okay, I don't want that man taking my picture. Why don't you take him out of here?
Sir, you hit me.
I'm gonna do
You
that
hit
next,
me.
okay?
Sir, okay, now
you take my picture then. I don't know you.
I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
I didn't break the law. I'm not going to be found guilty of anything. This is a waste of time. If you guys want to know who I am, I'll tell you who I am. Okay. You want to know what I'm doing here? I'll tell you what I'm doing here.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now. She spit in my face.
Please, sir, please don't make me sleep in jail tonight, sir, please. I'm begging.
We're not criminals.
They're going to make me sleep in jail.
Why?
Sir, please. Please.
Dude, please.
Sir, please.
Oh my
Come on,
God,
man.
don't do that to him.
You
He
guys
didn't
don't know
even
what
bring-
you're doing to me, man.
Why? Where are you
Ma'am,
taking
stand right
me?
here. Ma'am,
Oh man,
ma'am,
I'm just
ma'am,
walking.
ma'am. No, you can't go.
You guys really don't know what you're doing in my life with this, man. Seriously, please.
We really haven't been getting a lot of support from the community. You know, we need help getting hotels. We pretty much got the food and gas covered, but if there's any way anyone can help out in any way, guys, the hotels, the fees have really been killing us. You know, we don't make $1 million. We don't make a whole lot of money. But if there's any way anyone can help out, please. We couldn't do it without you guys.
Today's video is a tale that takes us between two states, Virginia and New York. Now, Long Island Audit is being sued for what he says is $24 million. He said $12 million, but he made a mistake. It's $24 million. By this yahoo who lives in Virginia by the name of Marc Stout. Used to run a channel by the name of Legalized Drugs, and now it's the Frauditors channel, I believe it's called. But at any rate, he says right on his About tab, graduated from Thurgood Marshall Elementary School. I understand he dropped out into 5th grade. That's what I understand. And it says here that he was accepted into a 6-year on-campus, no-credit internship at Virginia State Prison. Yeah, he was a drug dealer selling crystal meth. But at any rate, you sit back, you watch, and you enjoy.
Today is a pretty interesting day. I don't really know why this is happening. This is kind of concerning to me. The level of stalker that's going on here and bootlicker, and it's just horrible, really. It's horrible. And I need to share it with all of you, full transparency about what's going on. This has been going on for a couple months. I didn't want to involve everybody, but I feel it's reached a point where I need to involve you guys and let you guys know what's really going on, because my freedom of speech is under attack. This channel is under attack. We, the people, are under attack, and I'm never going to give up. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys. So I am joined by not only a good friend of mine, but a criminal defense attorney from Florida, Corey Zinman. Corey, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure.
So Corey is here because he is a part of this, unfortunately. So we will get to his part in a few minutes, but I don't want to make this live too long. So I'm going to get right into it. I am being, not clickbait, I am being sued. I'm going to show you a complaint for a lawsuit against me and my company, Long Island Audit Inc., for $12 million.
Now, Sean, I don't understand why you're so upset that you're being sued for $12 million. This is America. We have rights. And this other man who's suing you has rights. Yeah, Joe, what is his name? Marc Stout? Yeah, Marc Stout. Yeah, man, yeah, he has rights just like you do, Sean. Oh, it may be a frivolous lawsuit, but he still has the right to bring it against you. Ah, calm down. I thought you were about we the people.
3 counts, $4 million each. I am being sued by Mark Joseph Stout, formerly known as Legalized Drugs. Some of you might have heard of him. I doubt the majority of you have, but he's a failed activist. He used to run a channel called Legalized Drugs, where, in his own words, he would bait the police into getting lawsuits and he would antagonize them. His words, not mine. So from the beginning, how did I come in contact with Mark Stout? So I was on a panel on San Joaquin Valley Transparency, and Mark was there. He hasn't liked me ever since the first time I've met him. I don't know why. I can only assume jealousy. I can only assume, I don't know, really. To this day, I couldn't tell you.
Sean, I can just about guarantee you that no one is jealous of what you do. They may wish to have the money you make from all that nonsense, but they're not jealous of you or what you do. You're a moron, man. And you think that you represent we the people? Really? Nah, you got a lot to learn, my man.
Because a little background on Mark, he considers himself a legal scholar, like some other people out here in the YouTube world. He considers himself a legal scholar and I guess a pro se litigant who knows very much about the law, more than attorneys. So now the reason why I'm bringing this to all of you guys is, bottom line is, I have to go back and forth to Virginia. He's tried to have me arrested in Virginia. He's ran to the police in Virginia to try and prosecute me for trespassing him. So let me give you a little background on Mark Stout, right? So Mark Stout lives at home with his mom, I think in the basement, because that's where he does his live streams from. Oh, maybe grandma. I'm not sure. Mom or grandma. He lives there. And his mom or grandma answered the door. And I said, hi, how are you? You guys know me. I'm like, hey, how are you? I just have to see Mark Stout. And she's like, for what? I'm like, I'm going to serve him some papers. So he comes to the door and he tries to act like Mr. Tough Guy, cursing and screaming at me to get off his property. I dropped the summons in between his door and I immediately got off the property.
Oh, we'd all like to believe that story, Sean, but I'm sure there's more to that story than what you just told. Now, by the way, this is Mark Stout. Yeah, this is old Marky boy. He had a pretty big channel when he had Legalized Drugs. Like, I think he had around 24,000 subs. His channel is nothing now, 3,000 subs, because he switched sides. Man, you should have just stayed where you were, brother. People would have respected you more. They still wouldn't have liked you, but they would have respected you more.
I served him with the paperwork. I got off the property. That was it. He tried to act like a big tough guy, and he says that, who says these kinds of things, that he G-checked me. He G-checked both me and Corey. He G-checked Corey, he says. So this legal scholar G-checked. No one cares, Mark. Only your prison friends care about you G-checking people, okay? The real world, we act like adults. Mark Stout, just so you know, if we know what we're talking about, aka Legalized Drugs. Maybe we shouldn't legalize all drugs for Mark because his behavior is erratic. Mark is known in Virginia as a frivolous lawsuit filer, a time waster, a criminal. That's just what he's known for, based on what I've heard, based on his criminal record, based on everything else. But the point is that he's a troublemaker. So they already knew who he was. All I had to do was call the state's attorney's office, and they immediately quashed the warrant. So he lost again. He tried to have me arrested. I was never arrested. They quashed the warrant. They realized after investigating and looking at the charges that it was horrible, that this never, they weren't going to waste their time prosecuting this. So the warrant was quashed.
Look, you, Sean, because if you had gone out on an audit somewhere, you could have been arrested. Now think how that would have looked in front of your fans. Oh, my goodness, dearie me.
So he's trying, but more he's just annoying. He's trying to make it where we have to go back and forth to Virginia. I have to pay for transportation back and forth. Now I have to get a lawyer because I don't have the time. I have a family. I run this channel. I don't have time to be dealing with a bootlicking turncoat snitch, So I don't have time to people who work with the state. I don't have time to deal with you. I'm trying to get an attorney, so I'm looking into that. If you guys would like to support that, the link is in the description. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. We, the people, will not let this bootlicker win. But anyway, if you guys would like to support that, the link is in the description. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. We, the people, will not let this bootlicker win. But anyway, let's go over it. So this is proof he's suing me and my company. Now, he goes over the facts of the case. Apparently, on May 20th, 2022, the plaintiff was located inside his residence. I believe that to be a lie. That's not your residence. That is your mom's or your grandma's. You don't even own a vehicle. You ride a bike, right?
Oh, Mark, you live in your grandmother's basement and you ride a bicycle. How old are you, man? When are you going to get your shit together, bro? Look at you. Oh, you're a pitiful. Are you on SSI too? I bet you he collects a check. I bet you any amount of money he collects SSI.
Well, we're dealing with this, insane pro se litigant who's just going to file a bunch of frivolous motions. It's going to cost you at least $10,000 to defend this. That's insane. And when I win and I get and the judge orders legal fees back to me, he has nothing, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't have anything to his name. What am I going to take? His fort, his pillow fort that he does lives from, his microphone, his bicycle. Like, I can't do anything. Like, when you are at the bottom of the bottom, you have nothing to lose. He's just trying to attack freedom of speech and what we're doing here, guys. This guy is completely sick and he needs mental help. So right now he has criminal charges against him for assault and battery, right? I just got the summons for our next court date. It's insane. And right now there is currently a restraining order against him.
Well, I'll tell you something, Frauditor. A restraining order is only a piece of paper, and it's not going to protect you or anyone else. Because if someone makes up their mind to do harm to you, they'll do harm to you by any means necessary. No doubt about it.
But for Mark Stout to be the poster boy of legalizing drugs, I don't think he should be the spokesperson for that movement at all. At all. So it is what it is, man. I don't know. It's insane. Hit the like button. You want to expose Mike Stout to the world. I mean, it's just insane. It's completely insane. It's really sad. And like you said, he needs help, and I hope he gets the help he really needs. And we will hold him accountable, because I doubt he's just going to say, you know what, I'm sorry, issue a retraction and do all these things. We, the people, will hold him accountable. It is what it. Thank you all for your support.
Well, there you have it, folks. The man who's all about freedom in America is upset because somebody filed a lawsuit on him. Man, that's our right here, Sean. That's part of our freedom, whether you like it or not. Yeah, it's frivolous and it doesn't make any sense and it's not going anywhere, but still the right of this yahoo to do it. I mean, what are you going to do, Sean? You walk around all day with your potato cam and this guy goes and files lawsuits. I don't see much difference. But at any rate, if you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons on my channel, please subscribe. As always. Thanks so much for stopping by. Cheers to that.
Oh, you assaulted me.
I did.
You assaulted me. She assaulted me. Racist. Oh, that's a hate crime. You're being disorderly. Call the police. Call the police. Call the police.
I'm not sitting down. I refuse to sit down. I refuse. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Nothing. You can come try to make me. You're welcome to try to make me. Take a swing. Take a swing.
What is the reason for calling the officers here?
You'll go to jail, bro. Go ahead, put your hands on me. Put your hands on me.
No reason to have. I'm really unhappy that somebody did this to me.
I'm gonna arrest you for trespassing in a minute.
On public property?
Yeah, we're asking you to leave and you're not leaving. That's trespassing.
She's right in my face, guys. You just assaulted me, ma'am. You can't come up and touch me like that.
You don't have permission to film me in any space.
I don't need permission to
Yes, you do.
record you in public, ma'am. No,
Actually,
that's
you
the
do.
law.
Salam yahala hamdullah. Allahu Akbar. Haknuikan da kra. Ula wala pupatay.